Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I just wanted to do a quick word on, I guess you'd say, faith in God, or belief in God, or Jesus, specifically Jesus, I guess. Faith or belief in Jesus, and your authority in Christ. Another video on your authority in Christ. Basically, I just want to say, we all have giants in our lives, or whether it be situations or people at one point or another in our lives that test us or test our faith, sort of thing. I think as long as you have faith in Jesus and believe in Jesus, then there's really no need to be afraid, sort of thing, because ultimately the spiritual's more real than the physical. The physical is a factor, but spiritual really is what has authority. Hence it says we don't fight against the flesh, but against we don't battle against the flesh, but against principalities, powers, and spiritual forces of wickedness in the heavenly realms, or something like that. It says in the Bible, or something like that. Anyway, I think I might have got that wrong, but you know what I'm trying to say, kind of thing. If you know the Bible, so I think there's we really don't need to be afraid, as long as you don't do something incredibly stupid. You've got nothing to be afraid of. Certainly don't need to be intimidated by anybody or anything, because you got the Lord of heaven watching over you, the greatest force on earth and in the heavens. So you certainly don't have to be afraid of anyone or anything. When you know your authority in Christ, what God's given you, and that you can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens you, there really is no need to be afraid of any giant or anyone or anything in life. What I'm saying is, it's a bit like an illusion kind of thing. The devil will grit his teeth. He'll allow people to try and get in your head, or he'll grit his teeth, the devil will, or he'll snarl, he'll do all these things, he'll make you feel like you're not enough, or that the situation's too big for you, or that the people are too big for you, or do you know what I mean, and all this sort of stuff, which there probably would be if you didn't have the God of heaven watching over you, sort of thing. But when you know he is, and you've got confidence in that, when your faith's built on the rock and not on the sand, and you've gone through different trials, and you've seen how God sustained you, and you've seen how he's had your back, and you've seen how he's protected you and stuff in different situations and stuff. Once you've had enough of all that sort of thing, once you've seen all that, eventually it becomes like you get used to the devil and his ways, and you just think you're not gonna intimidate me or scare me, or this is you know what I mean, by the devil himself, doing things to try and intimidate you, or to get in your head and make you question your faith, because that's ultimately what he's trying to do, whether it's using people or just him himself, using people as vessels and stuff. When you believe in God, or you've got faith in God, as long as you don't do nothing too stupid, like I said, you've really got nothing to fear, and anyone who comes against you, they won't succeed. Like, do you know what I mean? And even the stuff that does, God will use it for your good. What the devil means for harm, God will use for your good. But not potentially none of it has to succeed. Do you know what I mean? If you know your authority in Christ, then certainly as certain things have succeeded in my life before I knew my authority in Christ, but I feel like now I know it. So like I'm gonna be a lot more wise and a lot more shrewd and a lot more discerning and a lot more sort of what's the word, vigilant, and a lot more kind of like recognizing what the devil's up to, kind of thing. I feel like I've learned what the devil does, his tactics and stuff, so I know how to counteract that now. So yeah, have faith in God, have confidence in God. Do you know what I mean? Don't be afraid. Don't cower. Don't give in. Unless God leads you to, but if He doesn't, then don't give in. Do you know what I mean? Don't cower. Don't back down. Don't do none of that. Regardless of the size of the giants in, you know what I mean. Regardless of the giants in your life, whether it's a situation or person or whatever, because yeah, the Lord is with you basically, so you got nothing to fear. Do you know what I mean? He's watching over you, he's protecting you, whether you realise it or not. Do you know what I mean? Just like the devil comes against you, God's doing the opposite in protecting you, whether you realise it or not. You're going to notice the devil a lot more than you're going to notice God, because God doesn't announce it with trumpets. God's quiet, he's still calm, still small voice. Do you know what I mean? The calm voice, be still and know that I am God. Do you know what I mean? Whereas the devil's all like loud and noisy and aggressive and angry and prideful. Do you know what I mean? This is how the devil is, sort of thing. God's completely the opposite kind of thing, but he's still protective. He's still gonna protect you, and he's still gonna defend you, and he's still gonna make things go in your favour ultimately, whether it's now or later. So yeah, this is the word, guys. It's a bit like an illusion, like, do you know what I mean? All the noise and all the chaos and all of that. It's a bit like it's all there to try and fulfill the devil's purposes, which is ultimately to make you lose your faith and give up on God. But once you see through it, it's going to be very hard for the devil to do that. At least I believe it is with me now. Anyway, I see through the tricks of the enemy and the devil. Well, tricks of the enemy, as in the devil. I see through his tricks and his schemes and his plots. So I know better how to handle these things now. This is what God's taught me, kind of thing. So yeah, this is just a word, guys. I hope it gives you some encouragement, or you can take something from it, or it blesses you in some way. Don't know whether you'll agree with me, but this is just what I've learned, and in my walk with God and in my life, and what I've took from life, etc. In my walk with God. So yeah, guys, this is the word. I hope it helps you in some way, or I hope you can take something from it. So yeah, this is it, guys. Thanks for watching as always. Really do appreciate you guys, and I'll be back with some more content soon. Thanks, guys. God bless. Thank you. Much love. Take care. Bye.